ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting edition of Psychic Sundays Live with your host, the Queen of Ooga Booga, Psychic Sally Diane.
Happy Sunday, everybody. It's great to be here. Always our favorite hour of the week, isn't it, honey?
It certainly is.
Okay. And while my producer is getting ready and you guys are typing out your questions, now if you have a question, make sure to leave a question mark, maybe two after it, but also feel free to make comments in the chat room below. Love to hear your comments. And while you guys are all coming up, I am going to do a reading. Just because I want to. I want to look at what's going on with Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah, that's his name, Mark Zuckerberg. Facebook. What's going on with Facebook? You know, they're kind of getting, they're being put under the microscope right now. Let's see what the upshot of that is. I wonder if there's a card for a whole lot of nothing. I could be wrong. Okay, so when I look at this, it starts out with the world. And that would be a reflection of where Facebook is. It is the world. They are really dominating the world. And then you've got the page of Pentacles reversed. So it is pointing out that he is overlooking some of the impact his stuff is having in order to make money. So there's a lot of justification here. And look at conscious thoughts. Here he thinks now he feels like he is making sacrifices. He feels that like the company is doing their due diligence, but subconsciously he knows they're not. You've got the Three of Cups reversed, and the Three of Cups reversed. That's a whole lot of happiness and celebration being poured out. He knows that the upshot of this is that it is taking away from people's happiness and emotional security. And I think just because this is such a drastic message, I think that it's even more than what the so-called experts are saying. And then you've got the, when you got the near past, you've got the Seven of Wands reversed. And that's showing that, basically any competition he has, there just is none. And that actually works against him. It just, it puts Facebook in the position to have that kind of power, which is not good. They're just a company. They're just a corporation. They are, having that kind of power over the mood of the whole world is just way above their pay grade. And then we look at the near future. This is interesting because this is talking about the job not being done quite right, but that three is just popping out at me. And I remember that at one point in time, they broke up AT&T, and this is many years ago. Most of you probably don't even remember it. But I think that something similar is going to happen to Facebook, where they're going to say, well, you're just too big to be one guy, and somehow make it break into three different entities, but it feels like it's really on paper. So the description changes, but it's still the same. Yeah, it's still about the money. It's still about the money, and that's how people look at it, that every decision they make is about the money. But folks, it's a corporation. Corporations are legal entities, and their only purpose is to think about making money. Okay, and so when I look at this, it's almost like he is worried that a lot of this is going to come out as time goes by. So he's sort of seeing the writing on the wall that there are going to be more and more regulations or whatever. They're not going to stop at just that illusionary breaking him apart into different entities, because that's just an illusion. It's still one entity. It's still Facebook, but they are going to start regulating the snot out of him and do the accountability. But it just feels like they're going to ask for sort of figures or actions that just are impossible to do. So that's I just get this feeling that a lot of the supposed forward motion and any changes are just going to be held up so much in court and litigation. Yeah, it's like I said, it's going to be a whole lot of nothing. They're going to say, well, on paper, you need to do this and this and this and this. But it still boils down to the same thing. You have social media ruling the world. Oh, sorry about that, folks. I wish I could have up with a more optimistic reading about Facebook, 'cause I love Facebook, but that's what I see.
Oh, well, that happens.
Yeah, but you remember when AT&T was broken up, it was just the telephones.
Actually, I don't, but I believe you.
Yeah, it was just the telephones. And, so that's where you came up with the different telephone companies. And then AT&T divested and went into something else. And I think that over time, the social media is going to take the same kind of route where it's going to evolve on its own. And over time, if you look at in a period of, say, 20 years, Facebook isn't going to wield nearly the power that it does today. But today, in the here and now, even if they break it up, it still wields the same power. Okay. And do we have anybody waiting?
We have a whole bunch of people here.
Okay.
Welcome, High Priestess and Marianne. Grace is here. Divine Angel readings.
Hi.
Here. Yeah, all kinds of folks.
Okay, and we're going to get right to your questions. But first, I want to remind everybody about the Ghost of Queens event. It's coming up really soon. It's 2 weeks away. I just cannot wait. It's the tickets are $200 each plus your accommodations. And go to the Haunting Live podcast website to order your tickets, and then call the Queens Inn to make your accommodations, to make your reservations. I am so looking forward to this. I really enjoy these Ghosts of Queens events that we do with the Haunting Live podcast, guys. I find them to be very professional. I know that there's a lot of investigators out there, but what stands apart with the Haunting Live podcast, guys, is that when they investigate a building or a business, they make sure they have the written permission of the owner. And and because of that high caliber of, professionalism, that's why they were chosen as the official paranormal investigators of the Queen's Inn, and the only ones who have authorization to do investigations in the Queen's. And they are fully aware that we're there, and it is with their permission, which of course is the only respectful way to do it. So I hope that all of you go to the Haunting Live podcast website and get your tickets, because time is running out.
Well, our first question comes from Mary Ann, who would like a general reading for the week.
I would love to give Mary Ann a general reading for the week. Okay. Mary Ann, general reading. And I am using the Pamela Coleman Smith deck, which is it's a Rider-Waite deck with a couple other extra cards, and Pamela Coleman Smith signature on the back. And I like that's called the Smith-Waite deck, because Pamela Coleman Smith was the artist, and Waite was the person who put it together. Rider was just the publisher. So anyhow, off my soapbox, and general reading for Mary Ann. Okay, so we start out with the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups reversed. So this, in the next little while, it looks like you've got a bit of, there's an adjustment in the relationship, and this feels like it's an adjustment of the status, basically who rules, because it looks like it looks, when I look at the King of Cups, when I look at the other part of the half of this relationship, he seems to be reversed, and he just has a feeling of contriteness about him. And and I look at you and I see you being aloof. This sounds like a good time for you to be aloof. Let him sweat it a little bit. Yeah, let him sweat it a little bit. Yeah, this whatever this thing is, this adjustment, relationship wise, it looks like it brings it looks like it brings stability and longevity to this relationship. So relationships go well for you. Be aloof.
Well, there you are, Marianne. Our next question is from Divine Angel Readings, who wants to know what's in store for the week.
Oh, okay. Divine Angel Readings. And I'll telling you, people, they brought on someone new, Desiree Lee, and she has been taking over the Saturday night shows on Divine Angel Readings, and I love her. And next Saturday at 8 o'clock, I suggest that all of you go watch Desiree Lee on Divine Angel Readings. It'll be a real treat. She's just a saucy psychic queen. So anyhow, Divine Angel Readings. And you just wanted to know what the week holds in store for you?
That is correct.
Okay. This starts out real good, Divine Angel Readings. Looks like basically some of the things that you want in this world are coming to pass. So things are going your way. We got the King of Cups reversed again. And I think this kind of says, don't forget that there's somebody, don't forget the little people, is basically what this is saying. Because I just feel like you might have somebody who feels a little bit passed over and ignored here. So don't forget the little people. Make sure you say all your thank yous and hellos and so forth and so on. And you have the King of Swords reversed, but this is positively aspected. So it looks like you're going to have a chance to move ahead quickly in the next little while. And I have a good feeling about it. Yeah, it seems like going forward the next time isn't going to be as rough as it usually is. So good on you. You're headed in a good direction. Just don't forget the ones that helped you get there.
All righty then. Well, our next question is from Patricia. She got an eviction notice this past week.
Oh my gosh.
So of course she's concerned about that.
Well, yeah, I would be too. Okay, so Patricia and housing. Yikes. Ooh, yeah. We'll talk about that. Let me just draw a few more cards here unless they continue to pop out for you, Patricia. But it looks like with it looks like you've got the Ace of Wands here, which is a fiery new beginning, and it's a big yes. It's the second most positive card in the deck. A brilliant card. That's how it was described. Brilliant card. Second most brilliant card. The first, of course, being the Sun. Okay, so I think that you're a little worried about the cost of what's coming up because you're worried about you're going to end up carrying out too many responsibilities. Okay, so you've got the Nine of Swords reversed. So this talks about tension falling away. Is I know that you always knew that you had to make changes. And this, as rough as it is, it kind of pushes you to make decisions and make changes quickly. So even though you're worried about the expense, about everything that's involved with the moving and everything, it says that this has kind of been like ripping the Band-Aid off, because I'm seeing, now that it's happened, it won't keep you awake at night anymore. So overall, you've got a new beginning happening here. So that this is passing, although moving is going to suck, but it always does. But don't forget, you got this card. This brilliant, positive card came flying right out at you. So take a deep breath and know you'll get through this, and it will take you to a better spot. You know, sometimes a friend of mine once said, you know, if you think about the best thing in your life and you follow the trail of crumbs, breadcrumbs that led you to that place, you will often find that it started in a negative spot. And sometimes the universe just kicks us in the butt real hard because it's the only way to get us out of our rut. So know you'll be all right, Patricia. And thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Everybody, like and subscribe. We're still trying to get 500 subscribers by Christmas, so make sure you tell all your friends so we can reach that goal. I don't even know where we are subscriber right.
I don't either. But
we'll look.
While we're waiting for our next question, why don't you guys give the spa near the tracks a call and get a reading from Sally in person? The number is 519-272-1293. Our next question comes from High Priestess.
Hi, High Priestess.
She wants to know what a soon-to-be ex-husband wants to get back.
Ew. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
You don't know where he's been.
Oh, the surest way to create an absolute insane ex is to take him back once. Ugh. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Worst thing you could possibly do. Okay, so, and you know that. And you know I was going to say that. That's why you asked in the first spot. But let's see about this whole delinquent ex thing. High Priestess is delinquent ex. Oh, isn't he making a mess out of himself? Oh, poor pathetic him. He's really whining and playing the victim, isn't he? You know, I know you're trying to be nice, and I know you're holding back as far as the things you could say or do to shine a light on certain things with him. It just feels like you're keeping secrets for him that you shouldn't keep. So don't worry about his feelings going forward. Don't worry about hurting him. Worry about taking care of yourself. I know that doesn't sound kind, but it actually is the kindest thing you can do for both of you. Encouraging bad behavior isn't good on either side. Okay, so, yeah, you've got the Eight of Swords here, and this is a lady who's kind of staying in one place, and she's got her guard up, and she's got her walls around her, and that's intentionally. And this is saying, make sure you keep your guard up around this guy. Yeah, this is, you do not need to protect this person. You really shouldn't. And don't let the emotional games get to you. Okay? But take him back, no. Whatever he wants, tough. Trust me. He is not nearly, just trust me on this. You know, he's not nearly as pathetic or as deserving of your sympathy as you think. Do not feel sorry for him.
Like I said, you don't know where he's been.
Yeah. My mom used to, you know what my mom used to say, and I can say shit, can I?
Of course you can.
My mom used to say, and she used to tell some of her children, if you are looking for sympathy, it's in the dictionary between shit and syphilis. Remember that.
Alrighty. And our next question is from Grace, who would
Hi,
like
Grace.
a general reading.
Oh, Grace, thank you. It's good to see you. By the way, is everybody having a good Thanksgiving weekend? And how many people out there are going to have turkey dinner with their families? Write a comment down below. Okay, Grace, and what are we looking at for Grace?
The general reading.
General reading.
Yeah.
Oh, best kind. Okay, let's see what the cards want to tell Grace. And so far, I'm pretty happy with this deck. Okay. Oh, really? Interesting. Okay, Grace. I see the Ace of Swords, but it's the Ace of Swords reversed. And the Ace of Swords itself is about intelligence and thinking things through. And when I look at the Hanged Man is reversed. And so it's kind of like you're not stepping up and calling people on their crap. It's kind of like the cards are telling me that Grace, you could do so much better. And it's almost like you're in a race, only you're walking so everybody can catch up with you. You're in a race. You don't have to bend the rules for other people, and you don't have to, give up your own pride and for other people, and you definitely don't have to overlook somebody else's line. Because what I haven't pointed out is this middle one, which sets the tone for the other two. And what you have here is a card that I call misguidance, because the two of these ladies right here are gossiping, and they're saying things that are meant to be overheard. Okay, and I just feel like you have all this information, you see everything that's happening in front of you, and even though you can see that the sky is blue, someone's telling you it's orange, and so you're going to go along with that and tell everybody else it's orange. No, you know what's right, you know what needs to be done. Don't let other people lead you astray, and you don't have to dumb it down. Okay, that's a general reading for Grace.
That was a general reading for Grace. Now, Taylor wants to know whether Edward will reconcile with him.
Okay.
Oh, or her. Can't really make sure. I don't know anymore.
Taylor is a lovely girl's name, too.
Certainly.
Taylor and Edward. What do we see for Taylor and Edward? And I'm trying to put my feelings on hold, because you know how I feel about reconciliation. It very rarely goes right. But we'll see what the cards have to say. Maybe they're going to be a little bit more positive than me. Let's see. Let's hope we get some good cards. You've got the King of Swords. And the King of Swords represents you, Taylor. And that applies whether you're a woman or a man, because the first thing the cards are talking about is your ability to assess the situation and take control of the situation. And this is cards basically saying, look, you know all the good and bad here. And it's kind of saying don't ignore the facts. Yikes. Yikes. Ooh. Wow. So when I look at the other two cards, and here you are sitting, and it says, you know the truth, you know how things are. You need to deal with things as you know they are. Don't let yourself be gaslighted, and don't worry that you're making a bad decision. So I would say, as far as the reconciliation, no, that's not something you should do. Not at all. And this King of Swords, dead center, says, and you know it. You know you shouldn't do it. You know you shouldn't be open to it, and you know why. And I think that you have to, right now, you kind of have to look at your own benefit and not your emotions. Sometimes you have to tell your heart, I'm sorry you're hurting, but you need to sit down and let the brain take over. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, Taylor. And please watch us every week. Remember to like and subscribe.
And just a reminder, folks, that all readings are for entertainment purposes only. Our next question comes from Cool Libra.
Hi, Cool Libra.
Happy birthday, by the way. It's that time of month, year.
It's his birthday tomorrow. Everybody remember to wish him a happy birthday a day early.
And Cool Libra wants to know whether she will be together long term with Katayana.
Okay. Cool Libra and ooh, you want long term? Well, since it's a slow night, Cool Libra, we'll throw some runes. I
Where
hope
did you get the idea it's a slow night?
Oh, Cool Libra, I'm still gonna throw some runes. But you know, the runes can be brutal. Okay, so let's see. And you wanted to know long term. Yeah, it's first off it shows homeland, Othilla, and joy and victory. So you're starting out at a good spot. Yeah, planning for the needs of the future. Oh, and there's a little spark here. And tell me it's the spark of life. Oh yeah, yeah. You might be lighting the spark of life sometime over the winter. It looks like there's a period of fertility going on here. And when I look at as we go into the spring and beyond, it does look like you're planning a future together. It looks like in the spring the two of you are collaborating, because I see that here in Iwas or in horse. You know that you're both working together, you know, and do about something you love. But there's this idea of thorazaz, and that's the thorn, and so it can get out of hand. So it tells me that when it comes to spring and summer, the two of you might be having some pretty lively conversations, but it's planning for the future. So talk, compromise. Remember that you know, when it comes to planning where the future, what color the living room is going to be, and how the furniture is going to be arranged, remember that you're in it together. Okay, and then when we look at long term, final word, the final word. Yeah, you guys are still gonna have a baby, right here. Yeah. This is a relationship that over the next year is going to grow very well. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to watch us every week and to check out our YouTube channel. There's plenty of videos there. We're actually putting up 4 more this week. We're doing a pick a card thing.
Pick a card videos, yes?
Yes, and the subjects of this week's pick a card video are this week in love, this week in family, this week in
fun.
That was a good one.
And this week in general.
And this week in general. And I pulled 4 cards, and you pick card number 1, card number 2, card number 3, or card number 4. It's a lot like the crystals that I do at the end, the crystal cards I do at the end of the show, but I only picked 3 there. So,
if you would like a reading in person from Sally, call the number on your screen. That will connect you to the spa near the tracks in Stratford, Ontario. And that number is 519-272-1293. Our next question comes from Janice.
Hi, Janice.
She had a job interview.
Ooh, that's exciting.
That was last week.
Awesome.
So what's going on with that?
Well, let's see. And you notice I changed decks. I just went to my old friend's Scapini deck. And very old cards. I've had them for over 3 decades now. Okay, so Janice's job. Okay. And I think what I'm going to do is a northeast southwest. So we go north. Oh. So north. Actually, you fared pretty well. It looks like they're looking at a number of candidates, but it looks like you're right at the top of the heap. East. Okay, it might take another 6 days. So it might take almost a week to hear from them. It looks like there's it looks like there's a few obstacles that they need to deal with. And then South, which is the passion. And you've got the Knight of Cups. Yeah, you did really well with that interview. They see you as being qualified, and they also the one that matters liked you. And then West. Oh, okay. Yeah. Just want to throw one more on that. Fives and sixes. Yeah. Yes, you will get the job. I think that you might not you might not be too happy with the amount of money they offer, but keep in mind that they really do like you, and I think it's a job that you will love, and they are still getting back on their feet, so you might have to negotiate a bit for the money. Maybe tell them that if they can't give you everything that you want right now, maybe in a year, whatever. Anyhow, you did very well. They like you. You'll hear back from them.
Woohoo! Somebody's working. Next, we have Haunting Live podcast.
Well, hello.
Will we have more people at the door on October 29th?
Okay, so now don't show up at the door on October 29th for the Haunting Live podcast. Make sure you buy your tickets in advance.
And you can get those tickets by going to hauntinglivepodcast.com and heading over to the events page.
Okay. And the answer to that is yes. It looks like we have 3 to 5 more.
Well, there we go. Well, that was quick.
Oh.
Our next question is from New Love.
Ooh, New Love.
What are my spiritual gifts?
Ooh. Do you have a cross between empathy and
Apathy.
No, empathy.
And apathy.
Oh, that's one.
Well, she should listen.
You pick up on people's feelings very well. Ooh, I think we're looking at a little bit of mediumship too. Yeah. You pick up on the people of you pick up on the feelings of those around you, which is classic empathy stuff. So if you're going to go, say, to a freeway, on a freeway or to a mall or someplace where there's going to be around a lot of people, you might want to make sure that you have spiritual protection around you, whether it's carrying a crystal or putting a little bit of rosemary oil on the back of your neck, saying the Lord's Prayer, whatever. Make sure you have a little bit more protection around you, because you do pick up on people's feelings. Also, you do have a bit of the mediumship to you, and you can strengthen that a lot. I would strongly suggest that you meditate. That's number one on the list. Meditate and find yourself a teacher. Find somebody to get you just taking those first 2 steps toward learning. And study. You do have gifts that you can develop, especially if mediums are very popular, and you do have a good talent for reaching beyond the veil and communicating with those who have passed. So yes, you do have some lovely spiritual gifts. Thank you for tuning in.
Our next question comes from Lynette.
Hi, Lynette.
I'm very interested in becoming friends with my coworker. May I know what kind of personality he has?
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm just getting this tread lightly kind of feel to it. I think somebody said you don't poop where you work. Okay. Well, okay. This is something, you wouldn't ask if you didn't find this person attractive. It's saying to approach with care, approach with caution, but you can approach. Just don't make it a love interest right away. Small talk. Start out with small talk and let the rest develop slowly. Because this is something that right now, the way it stands, it could turn on you real fast. So I think that's why the cards are saying, one step at a time, baby steps, baby steps, baby steps, and make sure you're looking for feedback. So as soon as he starts looking a little uncomfortable, back off. But yeah, you might be able to do something there. You just need to be real careful and be willing to go slow.
Okay, then. Well, we have a question from somebody new here. If I've skipped your question, it's one of the regulars, and we'll get to you. Trust me. We'll be here for a while tonight, by the looks of it.
Oh, no.
Although not too long, because neither one of us got much sleep. And it's not because it's my birthday tomorrow. Speak Knowledge wants to know about Jasmine.
Ooh, lovely Jasmine.
Is a good fit for me in a relationship? Are we compatible?
We compatible. That's a good thing to think right off the top. Is he compatible with Jasmine? Lovely Jasmine. Oh, I hope so. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yes, I'd say yes. This is something that can be fertile and productive. You've got the 9 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands is usually about delays, procrastination, and all that, but it's reversed. So that talks about the delays falling away, the procrastination falling away. So maybe in the past you've been extra careful about relationships and taking it slow. This one seems to be right on the path to home and hearth and babies. You've got a pregnant woman here, and you've got a woman holding a baby here. And somebody climbing up the ladder to success. So, yeah, I'd say that there's very much compatibility between you and Jasmine. Real good compatibility. I see something very long lived there.
Perfect. That is
congratulations.
Excellent. Yeah, great news. Congratulations. Our next question is from Olive, who's been looking for a job for a long time, and she's stagnated.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that. Cards just come tumbling out.
Yeah, this says don't give up hope. Definitely don't give up hope. You might want to re-edit your resume and send it out again to one of the companies that you sent something to early on. Because I'm looking here, and when I look at the page of coins, I feel like you've got a job opportunity, that comes your way, but it feels like it comes your way from someplace where you looked before. It's kind of like you looked under this rock before and there was nothing there, but now you look under this rock and there's something there. So it's a good time for you to revisit some of the places that you looked at early on in your job, your job search, because it does seem like you've had ill luck when we look at the past. But now that you're here, you're actually in a good position to get a job, and there is a ring at the end of this road that you're on. So you are on the right path. It says you're strong, so yeah. The job, start looking at some of the jobs you applied to earlier. Because somewhere there's a job for you.
Okay, well, back through the channels you go, up and down until you find one.
Well, the problem is when you put in a resume for a job, that they'll look at the resume and then they'll tuck it away in a file cabinet because they keep it for 6 weeks and 6 months, I think it is. And a lot of times they'll just take the resumes that are old, the say the March resumes now are going to be pulled out and just tossed or shredded. And so it just feels like you're back in the like your resumes have gotten really old. And so it's time to send them an updated resume.
Around these parts here in Perth, Bruce counties, we are at full employment. We have a laborer shortage. It's gotten so bad that some places you can walk and talk, you got a job. Don't even bother bringing in your resume. Just come back. Please come back. I'm not kidding. That's what I'm hearing from employers.
Oh,
is that the employees, they just don't come back. I guess it's called ghosting.
Yeah. It's like, I don't want this job. But I know that with all of that, you're looking for something, you're looking for something for life. You're looking for that one right fit right now because you thought you had it before and you lost it. But I just feel like turn over a rock that you've turned over before.
Well, I remember I had somebody ask me a question. What is the difference between a psychic and a clairvoyant?
That's a good question. A clairvoyant, a psychic is just a broad term for anybody that does, divination of any sort, whether it be through visual, whether it's by picking up visually, through audibly through your ears, the sentience, the just knowing. So, and then you have the mediumship, which is, communicating with spirit. So psychic is somebody who reaches out into the spirit world on several different levels, and each one uses unique tools. A clairvoyant is a specific person. A clairvoyant is somebody who gets messages visually, and it's not like hallucinations. It's more like like when you remember somebody. I mean, when you remember something, when you bring up a memory, it's kind of a gossamer picture in your mind. It's never kind of complete. It's just really it's really ethereal, and that is what a clairvoyant vision is like. And there's quite a few people who have that gift. So clairvoyance is a gift. A psychic is, clairvoyant is somebody who has the gift of clairvoyance. A psychic is somebody who uses one sort of a tool or another, one sort of a gift or another to see what's ahead.
Okay, well, now that that's cleared up. Now that that's cleared up.
Good one.
Our next question is from baby girl Aries, who would like a general reading.
Oh, and I'd love to give you a general reading. Woo! Okay, so you've got the devil, but it's the devil reversed. So whatever you've been doing lately to break free from maybe a manipulative or a negative situation, keep it up. You're succeeding. Okay, so what was baby girl just general?
Just a general reading.
Okay, so that's what the cards are saying to you right off the hop, baby girl. So I personally congratulate you on that. Sometimes it's not easy to break away from negative situations. Okay, so what else do the cards have to say? Oh, okay. So you've got the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords can be a messenger, and it does feel like you're getting a message coming your way from maybe an older family member. You might see somebody that you haven't seen in a long time. This feels like somebody really old. This might be somebody that you never thought you'd see again. Oh, isn't that nice? You've got the High Priestess, and that's what's around you right now. The High Priestess is somebody who sort of sees beyond like what's right here. They could see beyond the mask that people put on. The High Priestess is somebody who knows the esoteric secrets. And this card right here just says, for you, baby girl Aries, right now, you're just in a good spot psychically. So you are picking up on a lot of things. Trust your instincts. that is your guides talking to you. And you do have messages coming your way. Good, 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 good. You've got the Two of Swords right ahead of you, but that feels like a good thing because getting back to the Devil, this feels like something that you are breaking free from. And you're like 70% free from it. Yeah, keep on going. You will break free, whether this is an emotional trap or whether it's just being stuck. I don't know whether it's emotion or money or whatever, but you're moving forward. Your psychic abilities, your psychic ability is opening way up, and this tells me that whatever the demons of your past are, you're getting beyond them, and they're fine to keep them in the rear view mirror. You're going to learn how to completely heal from this.
Okay, well, our next question is from Amy Mia.
Hi, Amy Mia. It's nice to see you. Happy Thanksgiving, by
And
the way.
Amy would also like a general reading.
Do we have a lot of people out there that are having turkey dinners?
Well,
Hi.
duh. Do we got a lot of people out here having carp dinner tomorrow? Any carp fans out there for Thanksgiving?
That's two. I'm just saying that because that was personal. Okay, so.
What was personal? The carp?
Yeah.
Well, we've never had carp in our lives. Well,
I have.
Sorry. So no, I meant while we've been together.
Oh, okay.
No, I've also had carp.
I am getting him a jar of gefilte fish. Anyhow.
You don't bother with that. I had the good old Christmas carp.
Ooh. Sounds delicious.
Our next question is, did we do Amy already?
No, we got chatting.
Oh, yeah. Amy wants a general reading.
Okay. General reading for Amy Mia. Yeah, because the last one was Baby Girl Aries.
That's right.
Amy Mia. Ooh. Okay, so you've got the Seven of Swords here. It's Seven of Swords reversed. And, I kind of smile because it feels like, sometimes the rude person, sometimes the gossip, sometimes the manipulators and the connivers get caught. And somebody who has been negative and manipulative and conniving around you is going to get their just desserts right in front of your eyes. That's karma. I love it when karma works that way. Oh, Amy Mia. Okay, so when I look at the Ten of Cups and the Strength card here, what I feel like is that you've had a certain vision of what you want your future to be, and you've been working toward that, and you've been working toward building it. And when I look at what's ahead, what the next step is, and what the rest of the year holds for you, it says this is a time to be confident, and this is a time to face your fears head on and state what you want. Go for what you want. Have confidence, because there's strength in confidence, and this is your time to win. Not the mean girls. Let's put it like that. Okay, so thank you for tuning in, Amy Mia, and tune in every week. Make sure you tell your friends, like and subscribe, everybody.
And our next question comes from Suzanne.
Hi, Suzanne.
Who's had a rough week.
Oh.
And wants to know about the next 2 weeks.
Well, it's funny. The visual that I'm getting is almost like you stubbed your toe really hard, and so even though you're done stubbing your toe, you're still going to have to deal with the pain for a little bit. And so I don't think things are going to get any worse over the next 2 weeks, but you are going to be kind of doing a lot of healing. Ooh. Yes. Okay. even reverse. This is such a good card. Anybody that knows me knows I have a big old tattoo of this particular card. This is the eternal optimist. And it says, even though it doesn't look like there's a good reason for you to be optimistic right now, keep putting one foot in front of the other and be optimistic. I know that you're having a rough time right now, but this too shall pass. Whew, your cards are just flying out. Yeah, you're going through a healing mode, and it also looks like you've got an offer of love coming into your life. So there's healing and love coming in the not too distant future. So let's see if the cards are if there's going to be another card flying out. I'm just going to give them a couple shuffles. And if not, I'll just take the top card. Okay. So, your last card. Yeah. You've got Seven of Wands, and this tells me that even though you're at the top of your game right now, and so this is a good time. Even though you have had a rough couple weeks, this is still a good time for you to toot your own horn and keep going for it. Keep going for that. Even though you feel like you don't see the opportunities that were in front of you before, they're still there. You just had a little setback and there's some healing going here, but this is still a good time for you to go after what you want and be very vocal. Let people know what you want, because you're not going to get what you want unless you ask for it. Says ask for everything you want, and also know that there's a little something in the romance department coming your way. Okay, thank you for asking, Suzanne. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Okay. Tamara, you don't need to repeat the questions. We'll get to you in sequence. And our next question is from Trevor.
Hi, Trevor.
He's been seeing the number 7.
Woo.
What does that mean?
7.
And there's horses? Is that a horse? Trevor, it's time to head to the racetrack.
It's funny because I was thinking about the whole lucky 7 thing and time to visit a casino. Okay, so.
Which are located at racetracks at times.
There's 8 and 8 in the world. Yeah, actually, it does say that the universe is in motion around you, and so this is a good time to get things turned around. I never suggest that anyone would go to a casino and spend an entire paycheck, but if you happen to be close to a slot machine and feel like throwing in a quarter or two, it might cough something back up, because the universe is telling me that you're on a pretty good path. You're evolving in a good way. It ends up with the world. So the 7s are telling you lucky 7.
Now you know what to spend
on your side.
Now you know what to spend your bonus check on. Next we have, Sonia had her identity stolen.
Oy.
How's that gonna go? Sorry to hear that, Sonia.
Oh, that sucks. Okay, Sonia. Okay, well, it's not as bad as it could have been. Whoever stole your identity has done this before and has done considerably more damage to other people than he has done to you. Yeah, big time thief. Big time thief. It almost feels like he steals his identity. He steals your identity to sell it to someone else. So you're going to have to watch for a while. I hope you've changed all your credit card numbers, or I'm not even sure what you do with identity. I guess, yeah. I'm not even quite sure. I'm sure they have a process for handling that. Oh, they do. Yeah. It looks like you're going to get some guidance here. I see that in the Knight of Wands. So it could have been worse, and you're going to get somebody to help you out. But are they going to get the guy? Okay, so they are going to get the guy. Don't be disappointed that they don't lynch him as hard as you would like them to. I'm just saying that to be funny, but yeah, because it just feels like they get the guy and he basically gets a slap on the wrist.
All readings are for entertainment purposes only. Our next question is from Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Is dad cheating on mom?
Oh, you don't want to look at that.
Okay, our next question comes from...
And I mean that sincerely, Sarah, because, you know, they have a relationship with each other that's separate from you. And as much as you'd like to know and everything else, that's for them to deal with. You know, it's not my circus, not my monkey, not my circus kind of thing. And there's just nothing but sorrow and alienation from one or both of your parents for you down that road. It's better. That's just a situation that you should avoid at all costs.
Our next question is from Tamara.
Hi, Tamara.
Tamara keeps getting this vision of someone
Ooh, cool.
giving her their child
Wow.
to mother and take care of. What's that all about? Tamara keep getting all emotional, and this is kind of serious stuff.
Well, it is. Okay, so what's that vision mean? Oh, okay. So what I'm looking at here is you've got really good cards, but they're reversed. Like you've got the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups, and those are big, your wish come true, happy home kind of things. But there's one thing that works against you, and it looks like you end up with a man who is infertile. So you may have to rely on IVF or artificial insemination or something along those lines in order to have children. So that's what that vision's all about. And there's nothing wrong with getting a little help.
And once again, all readings are for entertainment purposes only. Meme to You has a question about her kid starting a job. Is that going to go well? Will there be something better coming along?
Okay.
Is the grass greener on the other side?
Yes. Is he finally going to get paid enough to move out of the basement?
Oh, is that what it is? Somebody wants to get moved out. Somebody needs their sewing room.
I'm just being funny.
Yeah, well,
Entertainment purposes only, but let's see how your son's job interview went.
Arts and crafts takes up a lot of space.
Okay, now it was about him getting a specific job, wasn't it?
No, he has a job. He's starting that this week.
Oh, okay. Okay, so what I've seen here is that, the King of Cups, I'm assuming, is going to be your son. And, he's a good guy, and he's basically, it feels like he's a meat and potatoes kind of guy. He just wants to pay his bills and go home at the end of the night, right? And I get the Judgment here, but it's Judgment reversed. So yes, he's starting a job, but he's already feeling like maybe he shouldn't have taken this particular job. And I think that it's more about the personality of the people there, but he's also worried about how much forward room there is, as far as the ability to get more money in your paycheck or something. So now that he's started the job, he's finding out that it's not quite as pretty and shiny as it was on the outside. The fact that that Ace of Coins shows up at all, and the fact that in the reading he is the good guy, the guy that's just looking to do the right thing and be the right person. Let's see. Okay, so when I cut out for confirmation, basically I got the Ten of Cups reversed, and the Ten of Cups is it's a good card, even reversed, it still is kind of a happy home sort of a card. So he is going to find a place where he can be happy. I think the only reason it's reversed is because he's not quite there yet. He will have to find a different job in order to be happy. Not that it feels like they like him and they'll keep him. It's that worry that this job just isn't all that in a bag of chips. So ultimately, he will, he's not going to just, I quit and walk out the door. He wouldn't walk out the door without finding another job. But he is going to be looking to see what else is out there.
Okay. Well,
it's a good time to do that, too.
You know what? The truth is out there.
Yeah.
Just ask David Duchovny. Our next question is from Ben.
Hi, Ben.
What are my spiritual gifts?
Okay, so you do have. Let me just see what the cards have to say. 'Cause as I close my eyes and look at what your spiritual gifts are, it looks like you really have the psychic ability of a reader. I almost feel like maybe you're thinking about becoming a reader or something along those lines. The Five of Swords. Oh yeah. There's when I look at the Five of Swords, it feels like you may have had maybe a period of illness or a period of stillness in your life, because there was a period in your life where you were still enough and open enough on a spiritual level to receive some gifts that most other people don't get. Yeah, there you go. Okay, if you want to move forward with these and you know that you're gifted, but you're not sure whether this is something that you want to do for money or to become a reader. And it does say that if this is what you want, you're not going to succeed at it unless you actually do it. So the cards are saying do it. Yes, you do have a bit of a gift. It just feels like it's sort of a knowing, it's sort of a psychic connection. Like Vera McNichol had, where you just look at somebody and you get a sense of where they are in life. So you do have some spiritual gifts. Whether you use them or not is up to you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take a question here. Chris, your kitten's always laying on you because you're warm and have a heartbeat like its mom. Vibe with Connect wants to know about money gain, windfall, or investment returns this year.
Oh, money. What about money? Okay, so my mom must use the word shit a lot, because I get this when I get the star and the eight of swords, I'm reminded about something my mom used to say to us when we go, oh, I wish this and I wish that. She'd say, wish in one hand, shit in the other, and see which one fills up the fastest. And the cards are kind of telling you that. Not that I'm that way, but it feels like that's what the cards are saying. And the long and the short of it is that wanting money and buying a lot of lottery tickets is not the way to make money. First off, money is an illusion. It's just a game. It's just a game to be played. It's just numbers on a ledger. Okay. I know what you're looking for is prosperity. What you're looking for is the idea of having a life where you have enough, where you have what you need and your bills are paid. You know, that well-grounded life. So let's see what we have in the area of prosperity for you. Okay, so you have the Three of Wands reversed, and the Three of Wands is about looking out past, looking past your own nose, looking past tomorrow to see what's out there and to see what can come back to you. So if you want to, one of the things to increase your resources is to, whatever industry you're in, whatever road you're on, have your finger on the pulse of it. Have a good idea of what's ahead and what's right around the corner. So that's one of those, pick your head up and think about the future. So look at the path that you're on and where it's leading you. Okay. The Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is about getting at, about competing for position, and about getting on the top of things. It's kind of like a king of the mountain sort of card, where it does say that you have to be willing to compete and maybe be a little cutthroat in the short term if you want to get ahead money-wise. And finally, you've got the Nine of Swords. And it's just saying, always remember, money is going to buy you happiness. So don't get so caught up in the pursuit and the desire of money that you forget about those around you and directly in front of you. But overall, if you were willing to put one foot in front of the other and work for it and plan for it and save for it, just like everybody else, you'll do just fine financially. But if you're looking for a big win on the slot machine or the lottery, I really don't see that. Okay, but thank you for tuning in, and remember to like and subscribe and tell all your friends.
Alrighty, I think we've got a few more questions here. Our next one is from Anastasia, and this is a really nice question.
Oh.
Anastasia met her brother for the first time.
Oh, how nice.
And she's just wondering what that's going to look like going forward. How is that going to be a good relationship? What kind of bond are they going to have?
I think you guys have to work at it.
Well, do you think?
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's easy to, it's easier to go with bonds that you already know instead of building those new ones. And so, relationships at first are a lot of work, and you have to get used to contacting and reaching out to somebody that you don't usually reach out to every day, because I see the big danger of that bond just kind of withering from lack of use. So don't say, I will call, we should call and get together sometime. You say that, you need to say when. Yeah. It does say that if you don't keep in touch, like the Page of Swords right here, that's the one that says, that's the messenger, says make sure that you keep communicating. And even when it kind of becomes hard, where maybe you call him a couple times before he actually returns the call, or vice versa, because there's this you really have to work to get the relationship going. It's like priming a very dry well. You're going to have to keep trying and keep reaching out. Don't let, if you let it fall to apathy, then you guys will just forget about each other, and you'll be a name on your Facebook page. And that's not good enough, because this says that if you put in if you put in the effort and you are willing to discuss your life and open up and make him talk about his, there is a potential for a very close relationship here. It's just getting past that first little bit. Okay, so because I see that potential, make sure that you make a habit of calling him at least once a week and hearing his voice. Okay, so good luck to you. That's
Well,
something very good to build.
Wouldn't you know it? That was our last question. Now all we have time for is letting everybody know that they can get a reading with you in person by calling the spa near the tracks at 519-272-1293. That is in Stratford, Ontario. If you would like a reading virtually, send Sally an email at queenofoogabuga@gmail.com. The email address is on your screen. And our next segment is 3 crystal cards.
3 crystal cards.
3 crystal cards.
Now, before we get into that, though, I want to tell you about the Mystic Rendezvous week, the Mystic Rendezvous retreats. They're coming up in February and March, and that's 2 days with your queen, a whole weekend. It's a whole package. It includes your accommodations, your meals, your taxes, your gratuities, everything, and your lessons. And for that week, for that weekend, it's going to be an all immersive experience. Either in February, we'll be learning to read the palm, and in March, we'll be learning to read the tarot. And you come in on Saturday morning, and by the time you leave Sunday afternoon, you will be able to read for friends and family. It's a lot of fun. There is a post about it on my Facebook page, both the Clairvoyant Psychic Sally Diane page and the Queen of Ooga Booga Facebook page. So make sure you check those out. There's the private package, which would be a private room, is $320. Your most economical package would be the package for 4, but you got to be willing to share a bed, because that's for a room with 2 queen beds and 4 people, and that comes to $200 per person. The package is $800, $200, and then there's a package for 2 and a package for 3 as well.
And if you want any more information on that, head on over to our Facebook page. Queen of Ooga Booga is the title over there as well, because, well, that was easy. It was available. Nobody else wanted Queen of Ooga Booga.
Oh, yeah, but I had to take it. My brother gave that to me.
Well, of course, it was bestowed on you.
It was awesome. He was so mad at me for quitting my job and opening up the Mystic Rendezvous. And he told me that I would be a starving artist and I would always be the Queen of Ooga Booga. And both of those sounded great to me.
What, the starving artist part sounded good to you?
Well, the artist anyway.
The artist part, yeah. And go down to the park and sell the art.
Yeah.
Every Saturday and Sunday during the hot season.
Yes.
So that's like 2 weeks in Canada.
Remember to check out the Queen of Ooga Booga YouTube channel for some of the videos that will be going up this week, the pick a card videos. And of course, tune in to Divine Angel Readings next Saturday at 8 o'clock to see Miss Desiree Lee. Is she ever a wonderful psychic queen? And always coming on Sunday nights at 9 o'clock to watch your queen on Psychic Sundays Live.
Psychic Sundays Live. This is the show that you are currently watching.
Yes.
Where we take your questions via chat every Sunday night at 9 p.m.
And right now we are drawing our cards for the crystal card reading.
Pick a card.
Pick a card. Pick a card. Card number 1, card number 2, card number 3. Which one are you attracted to? Did you pick card number 1? If you pick card number 1, your crystal is quartz, and quartz is power. Quartz is also a very versatile crystal, and so it does tell me that this is a week when you are going to be versatile, where you'll have a lot of things on the go. You'll be high energy, and it is a good week for you to get something new started. Did you pick card number 2? If you did, then your crystal is malachite. And the word here is empower. Now, I always like malachite is right up there in my top 10 crystals list. It's both grounding and it promotes creativity. So it's a great crystal to have around you if you're writing, drawing, doing anything creative. It really helps out. And it is good to sharpen the mind. So did you pick card number 3? If you pick card number 3, then Tiger Eye, which is strength, Tiger's Eye is your card, and it does say that this is a week for you to be strong. This is a week for you to face some of your more difficult situations and maybe say that thing that you've always wanted to say or something like that. Tiger's Eye is a crystal of courage. So this is a good week for you to have courage and face at least one thing. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in and continue to tune in every week. It's my favorite time of the week, and I hope it's yours too. So come next Sunday and see us right here on Psychic Sundays Live.
9 p.m. Eastern. Happy Thanksgiving. Have a good week.